back the vibe into Carnival to, add a vibe to Carnival. And we did that by bringing the dance floor. On that note, the dance floor is back. It's bigger than ever, and it's mandatory for us to book artists that will definitely fill the dance floor the entire night. I gotta say thank you to our partner Telcel for being part of this extravaganza one more time again. Without this company, we would definitely not be able to pull off shows of this magnitude, along with many other partners, the media, and everyone that support this event, including the Extra Tight team. This year, in celebration of 50 years Carnival, we work hard on a lineup that will definitely complement the golden celebration of Carnival. I'm very grateful and honored to the SCDF for allowing Extra Tight as a promotional organization to be part of Carnival on the whole, and even more so to be part of the 50th year Carnival celebration. Well, we're going to start out, we have our very own Youth Waves band that's going to be on the Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Youth Wave is no stranger to the Hitmakers. It's a band that is loaded with energy and guaranteed to keep you moving on the dance floor. I mean, when you hear Youth Wave, you think on Zouk, you think on Carnival, you think on dancing, you think on energy. So we definitely have our own Youth Waves band on the Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Last year we didn't have anything from our sister islands. We are not the Antilles anymore, so we see the sister or brother islands. This year we bring in a band that is in high demand and has been ringing in the streets, and people been requesting us. Nothing happens before a time. We will be having out of Aruba the sensational band Boleria. So finally, Boleria, for the first time, will be touching the stage at the Night of the Hitmakers. So I think everybody's happy about that. From Curacao to Aruba to Bonaire to St. Martin, you can expect an energy out of this world with that band when it comes to rocking the crowd. Now, we have a band on this. I'm proud to introduce this band because when I returned back to St. Martin in 2011, coming out of the recording industry, going into the promotion business, this band was a vision of mine, or more a dream, because it felt so far-fetched. But 8 years later, I am happy, and it shows that progress with the help of everyone involved. A dream for me is definitely coming to reality when I could say that we are adding the legendary Zouk band Kassav to the Night of the Hitmakers. Booking Kassav on the Night of the Hitmakers for me proves that patience, vision, the right background, the right help, and staying focused, which is my mantra, following one course until success, this definitely comes forward. So I'm happy to introduce Kassav. Since the introduction of Compa and Zouk to the Night of the Hitmakers, this style of music with the dance floor, for sure, we can't avoid it anymore. Kassav is excited and ready to come. This year, Kassav will be celebrating 40 years anniversary. So it's a double celebration with them gracing the stage at the Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Those who know the event know we always end it off with a level of energy. And this year, I listen. Extra Tight is a fans-driven organization. And one of the reasons we bring ourselves to this level is by listening to the people and bringing what they like. We can't bring everything, but we bring something that they like. So we will be having also Edwin Yearwood and Crossfire will be blessing the festival village this year as well for the Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Amazingly enough, it seems like it's the year of celebrations because we have Crossfire as well is celebrating 30 years of existence this year. So if you look at it, we have 30, 40, 50. 30 years Crossfire, 40 years Cassav, and 50 years St. Martin Carnival.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for 50 years of St. Martin's Carnival? Extra Tight Entertainment presents Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Friday, April 26th, Carnival Village. The dance floor is back, and it's bigger than ever. Featuring St. Martin's very own Youth Waves.
Tonight, baby. Tonight you go give it to me tonight.
Straight out of Aruba, Buleria. The living legends of Zouk, Kassav, and Soca Sensations, Edwin Yearwood and Crossfire.
Music full of this soca, yes. All the way jamming down the stairs.
Tell them, connecting you.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
The Minister of TIAT and the Minister of ASR and the Prime Minister has signed a national decree that allows the St. Martin Medical Center to increase their tariffs with 41.8%. And annually, with the cost of living increase published by the State Department. As a consequence, a hospital bed in the St. Martin Medical Center, which is still not a general hospital, is now already double the price of a hospital bed in Curacao, General Hospital. To make matters even more discriminatory, the St. Martin Medical Center, with this decree, is allowed to charge non-residents 80% more for services at the St. Martin Medical Center. The Consumer Coalition has questioned this as a discriminatory national decree. We have publicly denounced this discrimination. But the Ombudsman did not go to the Constitutional Court with the consideration that we provided. And the Governor, as Kingdom Government representative, also did not send the decree to be corrected or annulled. In the explanatory note to this discriminatory law, the argument is that elsewhere in the world, the tariffs are still much higher. For instance, when someone fractures his leg and goes to the St. Martin Medical Center, if he's a resident from the south, the tariff is 8,000 guilders. If he is a non-resident, so everyone who is living on the northern side or who comes from abroad and is not registered at the census office here in St. Martin on the south, he or she has to pay for the same treatment, not 8,000 guilders, but double, 18,000 guilders. Is this what we call cooperation between North and South? People from the North, a lot of them, family from people here in the South, they come to shop on this side of the island. Do they have to pay double the price for the products or the services they want here on this side? Is this the spirit of the Treaty of Concordia? Imagine that tomorrow all establishments, including the hospital on the northern side, decides to charge all residents of the south double the amount of euros that they charge the residents on the north. Then we all stop to go Super U, right? Then we all stop to go to the hardware store in French Quarter, isn't it? So the Consumers Coalition will bring this discriminatory national decree to the attention of Parliament and to the attention of the authorities of the collectivity. Justice must be served. Discrimination of Swaligans who come on our territory must be addressed to favor unification and the rest and the real implementation of the spirit of the Treaty of Concordia.
With the recent announcement in Parliament of raising the premiums of the ZV Health Insurance Fund, ZV NOV, and FZOG to cover the deficits, we have already expressed our concerns in a former press conference as the Consumer Coalition. On December 27th, the Consumer Coalition requested from the government a list of documents to understand the policies and arguments of government to curb the ever-increasing health care costs and to prepare ourselves better for the constant dialogue that the government wants to have with stakeholders. Based on the National Ordinance Open Government, within 3 weeks, all this information had to be provided. Yesterday, we received a letter from the Minister of TIAT and the Minister of FSA that they will answer us before the February the 7th, 2019, which is within another 3 weeks established by the law from them to provide the information. Meanwhile, the Council of Public Health, after our press conference statement about the causes of the increasing healthcare costs, have invited the Consumer Coalition for a meeting with the Council and to provide the Council with the information that has brought us to our conclusion that the seniors cannot be blamed for the increasing healthcare costs for the funds. On Monday, we provided the Council with the relevant presentation and information that was also available online for them to advise the government better on behalf of all healthcare consumers and the whole society of St. Martin. We have appreciated the dialogue that started with the Council of Public Health. We wish that our government can also appreciate the dialogue with the anti-poverty platform Consumers Coalition to reach a consensus on the way forward in solving problems we face in our development here in St. Martin.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Stephanie Medina, and I play football with the Walichi Women's soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games. For example, the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I asked the business community to take on this challenge and help us rebuild our facilities. And I also asked the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter. Hashtag are you in?
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Wib now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for? I need to know who you're for.
Contact Wib today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
I'd just like to reemphasize my condolences to all the people who have lost their life due to the road accidents recently, especially to the family of the 3-year-old. Again, the importance of road safety cannot be overemphasized. I believe everyone knows what they are, and I expect them to comply. And of course, the police force to make sure they are enforced. Secondly, as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, that my Facebook page as well as the newsletter will be launched. Those have been launched on last week Friday. I want to thank everyone involved for their support in getting this done, but also in getting the word out and sharing it. The Facebook page is the one for the Ministry of Justice. I don't use my own personal Facebook page since the hurricane, but I think it's important that we have alternative forms to reach the public and inform them, but also for internal use so that everyone is informed of what is happening within the ministry. Just a quick update, the cadet training, or what we call the BPO, the Bachelor's Police Opleiding, will begin in February, and we have 13 cadets that will be trained to become a police officer. We look forward to that group starting and wish them well. From January 22nd to 24th, I will be off island attending the AVO meeting, which is a meeting of all 4 ministers of justice for the kingdom. We will be discussing numerous topics. I am looking forward to that. And just a quick update on the number plates as well. We believe we have found a solution. We are busy getting the codes that are necessary in order to make the right decision, and that is being done. And also with the help of the finance minister as well, we are working on this, so this will be forthcoming, hopefully by the end of the week or next week, that a permanent solution has been found for the current situation.
been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
The immediate actions include repairs to the roof of damaged homes and structures. It includes improving the existing housing stock to upgraded building standards. It includes strengthening the existing affordable housing program and also strengthening conditions in what we call informal settlements to make them more resilient to hurricane and make them also more raise the living standards within those areas. It also includes the strengthening of the so-called Mortgage Guarantee Fund, which is set up to promote the home ownership on St. Martin. In more detail, the repair of the damage to housing, including roof repairs, and addressing the social needs, the social housing needs as a result of the hurricane, including what we call hidden homelessness, which is people that are not actually homeless, but you have, because of the high demand for housing and the lack of sufficient housing, you have a lot of, young professionals that remain living, in their families' homes and so on. So that's considered, in our view, hidden homelessness. So the NRP projects the needs of 100 million guilders as immediate needs for addressing the housing needs on St. Martin as a result of the hurricane. Short-term needs being 208 million, while mid-term needs being somewhere in the area of 200 million. And you will see based on the amount of homes that need to be constructed how those numbers are built up. It also includes the support to the Housing Foundation with the repair of damaged homes, construction of new hurricane shelters, and development of designs for new resilient social housing and preparation of a new business plan for the Housing Foundation. The immediate needs includes 5 million guilders in support for the repairs, as well as an additional 1 million guilders that is projected for the short-term needs. And at the moment, there's discussion ongoing from the current grant agreement that has been signed to support the Housing Foundation with the 5 million for the repairs of their homes that have been damaged. So it also includes an analysis of the tax structure to see look at the possibilities for tax relief on recovery and resilience expenses for homes and for business owners, as well as a review of the current building code. It includes exploring more options for informal settlements, as was indicated. So this is actually a study to see how we could increase the disaster resilience in those existing areas. These are, of course, numbers that are based on the needs that have been assessed, and as may have been informed, the needs actually exceed the amounts that are immediately available, so alternative financing also has to be sought for accommodating all of these needs. The total need, as you may know from the NRRP, is approaching somewhat 1.2 billion, while what's been made available is significantly less at the moment. So other alternative financing needs to be sought. And 4 million is earmarked or indicated as a need within the within the NRRP for support of the Mortgage Guarantee Fund, which is to capitalize the guarantee fund so that it is able to translate that capital into loans from commercial banks to private homeowners for first homes to encourage home ownership. So, concrete actions that are being undertaken in the housing in the housing sector. So, assessment of the housing sector. This month, it is intended to start what we call a rapid assessment of the housing sector to identify the key constraints to housing supply and demand. Funds have been, I should say, expertise has been dedicated with the support of the World Bank to assist in that project. This expertise also involves the development of a sustainable business model for the Housing Foundation to develop design guidelines for compact, disaster-resilient social housing developments, and also to prepare a housing retrofit and upgrading strategy for the existing housing stock, which should include informal settlement. So this is a study that, or an assessment that is going to be taking place within the coming month.